Welcome back to NBC News Channel. Today, we will learn about the shocking developments surrounding Sami Brady's mysterious engagement and the explosive confrontation that's about to shake Salem to its core. The drama intensifies as Sami returns to town with life-changing news that will leave everyone stunned, particularly her former flame EJ DiMera, who finds himself utterly powerless in the face of this unexpected turn of events. Sami's grand return. Sami Brady makes her highly anticipated return to Salem with a gleaming engagement ring adorning her finger, signaling a brand new chapter in her tumultuous romantic history. The beloved character arrives in town for multiple significant reasons, but none more important than meeting her newest grandchild, baby Trey DiMera, born to Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera. The couple has renamed their adopted son John Roman DiMera III as a heartfelt tribute to Johnny's legendary grandfather. And Sami couldn't be more thrilled to celebrate this joyous milestone with her family. To commemorate this special occasion, Sami orchestrates an elaborate celebration party that brings together the entire DiMera clan, creating an atmosphere of joy and excitement that fills the room with laughter and warm embraces. The mystery fiancé. The identity of Sami's mysterious fiancé remains shrouded in secrecy, deliberately kept under wraps to maximize the dramatic impact of the eventual revelation. Speculation runs rampant throughout Salem as friends, family members, and longtime acquaintances attempt to piece together clues about who could have captured Sami's heart this time around. The upcoming Horton Clinic Gala serves as the perfect backdrop for Sami's big announcement, where she plans to unveil the identity of her future husband to the entire community in spectacular fashion. Her son Will Horton becomes one of the first family members to notice the spectacular engagement ring sparkling on his mother's finger, immediately offering his heartfelt congratulations while simultaneously burning with curiosity about the lucky man who managed to win Sami's affection. The suspense builds to a fever pitch as Sami deliberately teases her loved ones, dropping cryptic hints while refusing to divulge the complete truth until the perfectly orchestrated moment arrives. Lani's emotional homecoming. Meanwhile, Lani Price Grant makes her own triumphant return to Salem, bringing with her an opportunity to heal fractured family relationships and restore the bonds that time and distance have strained. Her reunion with her father Abe Carver proves deeply emotional, as the two embrace after an extended separation that left both parties yearning for reconciliation. Lani immediately recognizes the troubled state of Abe's relationship with Paulina Price and takes it upon herself to serve as a mediator between the estranged couple, drawing upon her own experiences with forgiveness and second chances. Lani works tirelessly to help her father understand Paulina's perspective while simultaneously encouraging Paulina to demonstrate complete honesty and transparency moving forward. Additionally, Lani focuses her attention on strengthening the bond between Abe and his son Theo Carver, recognizing that their relationship requires nurturing and intentional effort to overcome past misunderstandings. Her diplomatic approach and genuine concern for her family's well-being position her as the peacemaker Salem desperately needs during these turbulent times. Rafe's dangerous discovery. Detective Rafe Hernandez stumbles upon an alarming discovery that sends shockwaves through the Salem Police Department and threatens to expose dangerous secrets lurking beneath the surface. Following a trail of suspicious clues, Rafe finds himself drawn deeper into a web of intrigue that may involve clandestine scientific experiments being conducted in EJ DiMera's newly established laboratory within the hospital's secret wing. The investigation proves far more treacherous than initially anticipated, as Rafe encounters unexpected obstacles and potential threats that place him in serious jeopardy. His relentless pursuit of the truth may also uncover critical information regarding Kat's precarious situation, potentially revealing whether she faces imminent danger from unknown forces operating in the shadows. The detective's instincts tell him that something sinister is unfolding, and he refuses to back down despite the mounting risks to his personal safety and professional reputation. This investigation could potentially connect to the mysterious disappearance of Tony DiMera and the equally puzzling reappearance of Andre DiMera, suggesting a complex conspiracy that reaches the highest levels of Salem's power structure. The ultimate confrontation. The tension reaches its breaking point when Sami finally corners EJ DiMera for a private conversation that has been building since the moment she arrived in town. With a satisfied smile playing across her lips, Sami deliberately flaunts her engagement ring in front of her former lover, relishing every moment of his visible discomfort and barely concealed jealousy. This represents a gentle yet devastating form of revenge, as Sami demonstrates that she has successfully moved beyond their toxic relationship pattern and found genuine happiness with someone new. AJ's reaction proves explosive, as his carefully maintained composure begins to crack under the weight of unexpected emotions flooding through him. Despite his fury and sense of betrayal, EJ finds himself completely powerless to change the situation or influence Sami's decision, a reality that gnaws at his pride and sense of control. His anger simmers beneath the surface as he realizes that any attempt to interfere or express his true feelings would only make him appear desperate and pathetic in Sami's eyes. The confrontation serves as a masterclass in psychological warfare, with Sami emerging as the clear victor while maintaining an air of gracious superiority throughout the exchange. EJ's additional troubles. Before EJ can fully process the emotional devastation of Sami's engagement announcement, he faces an entirely different crisis that demands his immediate attention. Detective Eli Grant requests EJ's presence for an intensive interrogation session that threatens to expose secrets the powerful attorney has worked diligently to keep buried. The timing couldn't be worse for EJ, who must now divide his focus between his personal turmoil over Sami's engagement and the professional dangers posed by Eli's persistent questioning. The interrogation suggests that law enforcement has uncovered evidence linking EJ to questionable activities, possibly connected to the secret scientific endeavors being conducted in the new hospital wing under his authority. EJ's legal expertise and quick thinking face their ultimate test as he attempts to navigate this treacherous situation without incriminating himself or revealing information that could bring down his entire operation. The mounting pressure from multiple fronts leaves even the usually inflappable EJ Demera visibly shaken, uncertain whether his carefully constructed empire might be on the verge of catastrophic collapse. Family revelations and reactions. Will Horton's enthusiastic congratulations to his mother mark just the beginning of a series of family reactions that range from genuine happiness to shocked disbelief. Sami's decision to reveal her fiancé's identity to her loved ones promises to generate controversy and intense debate among those who have witnessed her pattern of romantic disasters throughout the years. The Brady and Demera families brace themselves for yet another dramatic twist in Sami's never-ending saga of passionate relationships and impulsive decisions. Some family members express cautious optimism, hoping that Sami has finally found the stability and genuine love that has eluded her for so long. Others remain skeptical, remembering all too clearly the countless times Sami's romantic choices have led to heartbreak, scandal, and family rifts that took years to heal. The diverse reactions highlight the complex dynamics within Salem's most prominent families and the enduring impact of Sami's choices on everyone connected to her turbulent life. This latest chapter in Sami Brady's extraordinary life demonstrates her resilience and ability to move forward after countless setbacks, proving once again why she remains one of Salem's most captivating and unpredictable residents. Part 2: Days of Our Lives, Jennifer's Fury, Chad's Guilt, and a terrifying twist that shakes Salem. In Salem, drama often comes in waves, and this one hits with the force of a storm. Love, grief, and misunderstanding collide as Jennifer Horton Devereux finds herself once again fighting to protect her family. But this time, her heart and her instincts may lead her straight into tragedy. Jennifer's deep disapproval. Jennifer Melissa Reeves has faced heartbreak, loss, and more second chances than anyone could count. She has seen lives rebuilt from ashes and love reborn from betrayal. Yet when it comes to her son-in-law, Chad Demera Billy Flynn, finding comfort in the arms of Kat Annalyn McCord, Jennifer draws a firm line. To her, Kat represents danger, not the kind that comes from evil schemes or deadly secrets, but the subtle, emotional kind that tears families apart. Jennifer's disapproval runs deep. She has watched Chad struggle since Abigail's death, and she believes his new attachment is nothing but an attempt to fill a void that cannot be filled. In her eyes, Kat is not a healing influence. She's a painful reminder of how quickly love can fade and loyalties can shift. Jennifer's heartbreak isn't just about Chad. It's about her grandson, Thomas Carey Christopher, who still carries the shadow of losing his mother. Jennifer fears that seeing his father with another woman, especially so soon, could reopen wounds that have barely begun to scar. And she's not wrong to worry. A family divided. In Salem's Horton house, the conversations are tense. Thomas, sensitive and perceptive beyond his years, has made it clear that he doesn't trust Kat. He sees her as an intruder, someone taking his mother's place. And Jennifer, perhaps projecting her own unease, has joined him in a quiet alliance to break up the budding couple. But while Jennifer believes she's protecting her family, she's also ignoring one crucial truth. Chad's heart has always been drawn to complicated women. He doesn't fall easily, and when he does, it's rarely logical. To him, Kat represents not just attraction, but understanding. She carries her own pain, her own ghosts, and in that shared sorrow, Chad finds a strange comfort. Even so, Jennifer can't shake her instincts. It's not right. She insists to kill Mary Beth Evans over coffee at the hospital. Abigail hasn't even been gone that long, and he's already smiling again with her. Kayla listens patiently. After all, she knows something about love lost and found. Jennifer, she says softly, around here, you know as well as I do a breakup isn't permanent until someone's in the grave. And even then, not always. They both share a wry, weary smile, knowing that in Salem, the dead have a habit of returning. A moment of fear and tenderness. Later that afternoon at Hortontown Square, Chad and Kat find themselves in an unexpected moment of vulnerability. Chad overhears Kat speaking urgently on the phone, her tone trembling with emotion. When he steps closer, he catches enough of the conversation to hear her mention a doctor and her mother. Kat tries to brush it off, but Chad's concern pushes her to open up. It's my mom, she admits quietly. She didn't recognize my brother, Mark, when he went to visit her. They think. The trauma. Everything she's been through, it's triggered early dementia. The confession hits Chad hard. He knows too well what it's like to watch a loved one's mind unravel, to lose someone piece by piece before they're truly gone. Without hesitation, he pulls her into his arms, offering comfort the only way he knows how. But that one simple act of kindness, that one hug, becomes the spark that ignites chaos. The scene turns tragic. Just as Chad wraps his arms around Kat, Jennifer and Thomas appear. The sight freezes Jennifer in her tracks. To her, the moment confirms every fear she's had. Kat, clinging to Chad. Chad, holding her like she's the only person in the world. And Thomas sees it too, only he doesn't see compassion or empathy. He sees betrayal. Dad, Thomas shouts, his young voice cracking with emotion. You only care about her. Before Chad can respond, Thomas turns and runs. Jennifer screams his name, panic rising as she realizes how far he's already gotten. Chad bolts after his son, shouting, Thomas, wait! But the boy doesn't look back. He's blinded by anger, confusion, and pain. Then, in a heartbeat, everything shifts. From the distance, there's the screech of tires, sharp, fast, terrifying. The sound slices through the air like a knife. Jennifer's heart drops. Oh my God, Thomas, she cries, her voice breaking. Chad's face turns pale as he sprints toward the street, his legs moving on instinct, dread gripping his chest. A father's worst nightmare. The scene that unfolds next is chaos. People scream. Someone calls for help. Jennifer covers her mouth, trembling, as she sees what every parent fears most, her grandson lying still on the pavement, his small hand motionless against the ground. Chad falls to his knees beside the boy. Thomas, buddy, can you hear me? His voice is desperate, cracking. Kat rushes forward too, her face a mix of guilt and horror, but Jennifer turns on her with a fury born of fear. This is your fault, she cries. If you'd just stayed away. Kat can barely speak. Jennifer, I'm so sorry. I never meant. But no apology can reach through the wail of ambulance sirens that fill the square moments later. Paramedics push through the crowd, lifting Thomas carefully onto a stretcher. Jennifer clutches Chad's arm, both of them shaking as the reality of what's happened begins to sink in. Salem holds its breath. As the ambulance doors close and the vehicle speeds toward University Hospital, Salem seems to stop. For once, the endless cycle of betrayal, love, and redemption pauses, replaced by one universal, gut-wrenching question. Will Thomas be okay? For Chad, guilt gnaws at every breath. For Jennifer, the fear of losing yet another piece of her family feels unbearable. And for Kat, whose attempt to find comfort has spiraled into catastrophe, there's no telling whether Salem or the DeMera family will ever forgive her. Because in Salem, one moment of misunderstanding can change everything. And sometimes, love, no matter how pure its intent, comes with a terrible cost.